Well, today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2015. Black Lives Matter! You know, let me express myself. I don't like this Black Lives Matter movement. And I'm going to tell you why. I am a black man. I love being a black man. I happen to love my family and friends who are black. I love being black. I cannot change this. But when I look at this Black Lives Matter movement and the people behind it who are pushing this movement, these educated blacks, college educated, supposedly intellectual, intelligent African Americans who are behind this movement, I don't like what I see. You got all these college educated, intellectual, intelligent men and women pushing the Black Lives movement. But what are they accomplishing? What are they doing? I'll tell you what they're doing. They're making money. Lots of it. Most of these people have nonprofit organizations, and they're making a whole hell of a lot of money pushing this Black Lives movement. And this is what's going on in the background. And you might say, well, where's the money coming from? Well, a lot of newspapers, magazines, websites, clicks, YouTube, all this stuff is turning the Black Lives Matter movement into a multi-billion-dollar industry for people to sit around and talk about white folks. White folks this, white folks that. And you know that good term, institutionalized white supremacy, is making these people a lot of money. You click on a web page. Google Black Lives Matter, you get all these hundreds of articles. All of them are stories or reports about certain things happening, like Ferguson, Baltimore, New York, incidents that have happened with police brutality. Fine. I understand we have a problem with police brutality against black people in this country. I get that. But the marching and the protesting and the constant meetings and debates, that's not going to change police brutality. And this is where my problem comes in with the Black Lives Matter movement that seems to have taken over and blossomed all over the country. What are they attempting to accomplish and how? Writing all these articles about white folks and white supremacy and white institutionalized racism and white privilege, how is that going to help black people move forward? You got all these intellectual, intelligent black people, and all they can do is sit around and talk about white supremacy, racism. That's it. They can come show people how to come up with a business plan, how to open a business, how to create a community bank to get loans to open a business or buy a home. Give me something I can use. That's all I'm asking. If you want me to be part of the Black Lives Matter movement, give me something that is tangible, that can help this community. Sitting around talking about a bunch of racist white folks ain't doing shit for none of us. They've been racist forever. That's not going to change. No, isn't going to change. So now y'all got all these people rallying together, but what are you accomplishing? What are you achieving? What can be done sitting around discussing white folks? That goes back to money. For a lot of these educated, intellectual black folks, this is an industry, a cash cow for them. Meetings, they get to go in front of groups and talk about this situation, get invited in front of organizations, schools, colleges. This becomes a job that pays a nice income, and all you do is talk with little or no action. But they make a lot of money. The magazines are making money. The newspapers are making money. The websites are making money. Everybody from the New York Times on down is making a whole hell of a lot of cash off the Black Lives Matter movement just from people coming to their website to read these stories and go and stare. A lot of money being made, nothing being accomplished. Nothing. The only way you're going to change police brutality in this country is to get our lawmakers to come up with, on a federal level, some type of organization to supervise police actions. That's what needs to be done. I would rather see some of these intellectual, intelligent blacks who have all this, who are young, and all these guys are under 30, men and women. Why aren't you running for political office? That's where you would make the change. Why aren't you running and trying to, or pushing, I haven't seen not one of these Black Lives Matter intellectuals say vote for this person, because this person can change the laws to get them where we want it to be. I haven't seen it. And I read all the stuff. I watch these. I'm curious, and so are they able to accomplish something? Are they achieving anything? Will they be able to? At the rate that they're going, nothing will be accomplished. Because all we're going to do is just sit around discussing the problem instead of trying to fix it. But see, that goes back to what I said, it's a cash cow. See, the money is in discussing it. See, but if you fix it, your money goes away. So as long as we discuss it and keep talking about it, they can do nonprofits, the cash flows in from organizations, people, donations, whatever, and it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. And some of these people truthfully may not consciously understand that the more they talk about this, they're not going to achieve anything, and then they're going to continue to get a paycheck. Some might know. Some might know this is an income they didn't have a few years ago, and this is not a lot of money. I mean, overall, it's billions of dollars. Well, some of these people are probably getting modest salaries, but to get a salary just to sit around and write a magazine article or go do a speech about white racist white folks. Hell, I can do that all day. That's why I haven't really jumped on this bandwagon. Because it's not. I'd rather be a part of something I know is helping African Americans to move forward. Us sitting around here discussing the problems of race between whites and blacks that have been going on for 500 years ain't going to fix this shit. And excuse my language, this is not. We have to create laws that work in our favor. And the only way we can do that is by voting and participating in the legal process. That's it. But they're not pushing that for some reason. In fact, I've heard some of these people with the Black Lives Matter movement make the statement that voting hasn't worked for us as well as we would want it to. Well, if we got up off our asses and voted, Ferguson, Missouri, for example, they still didn't get a large turnout after Michael Brown's death in local elections. Only 20% of the registered voters showed up. Imagine if all them black folks that got up who were registered to vote and voted for somebody who had their best interest in heart. Now, they've been out there for months in Ferguson, and they couldn't get them folks to get up and come vote. They didn't have any candidates. I do know that there were some candidates who did win. So they do got some new faces in some positions out there in Ferguson, but they could have thrown everybody out had they just pushed voting and participating in the political process. That's how you change things. But for some reason, this message seems to be getting lost to a lot of people in the Black Lives Matter movement. And I don't understand. Marching and protesting and burning down a CVS is not going to bring about change in how police officers handle blacks, whites, or Hispanics. Because we all suffer from some form of police brutality. Maybe more so than blacks. Yeah, I would agree. But the Black Lives Movement has got to get serious about promoting change, trying to fix things, and less on discussions, less on the talk TV show networks. I mean, you see these same people over and over and over and over again, and all they do is sit around and talk about the same thing, but they're not accomplishing anything, at least not in my eyes. I know that a lot of people, you are not going to like this video. I don't care. But if you like my videos, please click like, share them with family members and friends, and I'd love to hear your opinion on what you think about the multi-billion-dollar industry called the Black Lives Movement. Black Lives Matter.